Let me be your nerd. Let me be your nerd now. I say it, baby, 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 baby. What the hell was that?
Welcome to the Grizzled Geek Podcast, episode 49. I'm Mike.
I'm Kristen.
I'm Doug.
All right,
Mike,
guys.
you planned this poorly. We don't have any hats. We don't have any.
I know.
What
I actually
noisemakers.
I was going to go to the dollar store and get some party hats, for some birthday streamers. But man, I actually had to work this week. I'm like,
oh, it's rough, isn't it?
I'm like four months off, and I'm like, oh man, I'm ready to go back to work. And then the first week back, I'm like, oh god. I mean, it's from home. So the only difference is now I have to do stuff instead of like you have to be awake at certain times, which is rough. After 4 months of waking up when I want to. Welcome everybody. Kyle, Charlie Tango, thank you very much. I know. So we're gonna have a party. I just couldn't get away to get party decorations. It was rough. Welcome, Grizzled Geek. It is my birthday episode. So isn't that exciting? You guys excited?
Yep.
You guys sounded super excited. Actually,
I'm not getting food out of it, so I'm.
I know. I was like, it would be better when usually
I got a package.
I got food.
I got something from Kirsten. Check this out. Hooked me up with some goodies for my birthday.
Yeah.
That is a whole box of diabetes.
Do what you do when you do what you do.
I know. I'm like, I had to fight for this box, man. A house full of heathens.
Well, that's why I gave you so much. I knew there were going to be people who wanted it. I knew that you had to give them some of the, sugar cookies. Here, take that, and then run away with the whole box, right?
Exactly. He's like, you had to throw cookies at him to get him away, like distraction. Run into my room and lock the door real quick.
Right.
Thank you very much for the birthday wishes, guys. Really appreciate it. Matt's here already. Armando, thank you. Yeah, true. Actually, my birthday's actually Sunday, but it's okay.
I got it right this year.
Woo. I know, Doug. Yeah.
I actually remember. I'm always off. I don't know why. I always pick the wrong day.
Right. So I'm like, oh, Doug's birthday was September 10th or 11th. Which day did something really bad happen? Okay, it's the other one.
And it's not that one.
It's the other one. It's the other one. Got it.
The best and the worst things happened on those 2 days. And
that's right. Yeah. What's odd is that usually every year I have. I used to have parties. I have like 4 major parties a year in my place, but then kind of scaled it back to like one really major. So I always had a birthday party, right in the middle of summer, come over to the pool party, barbecue, whatever. This is the first year I'm actually not having a physical birthday party in a long time. And it feels weird. It's like Heather asked me, like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, I don't know. Stay at home and not get a disease. I mean,
that's so boring, Mike.
I know. I'm like, I gotta live it up a little bit.
Once. And whatever else those stupid people out there say.
I thought about just doing like myself, like getting some steaks, grilling myself, put on a party hat.
Yeah.
Like either like Snapchat it or take photos.
Right.
Put like
look at all the shit you can't have.
That's right. Just be alone in the pool. I'm like, oh.
It's kind of weird being on the receiving end because as long as I've known you, you've had birthday parties and we've gone to it. So it just feels like a natural part of the year. Mike's birthday comes out, expect a party, go to the party. So it's weird to be at that part of the year where it's like we're not doing anything, something's wrong.
I know. I'm like, oh, just gonna like crack a beer by myself and just sit there. Some floaties on out there.
Everybody find a pool, take selfies, send them.
That's right.
Virtually, you can have a virtual party.
I'll get in my little kiddie pool.
Yeah. Thanks,
Stand in
Shane,
the sprinklers with some floaties on.
Enjoy your birthday, going great.
That's right. Yeah, put some floaties on, get in the pool or sprinklers, slip and slide, take pictures. In a minute, it'll be like a virtual party. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's weird. The I didn't know what to say. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my birthday. I'm like, I don't know. I'll talk about it on my podcast. It'll be like my therapy. It's like, oh, sad. I can't celebrate myself, which is something I really, one of my favorite things to do, to be honest.
All right, come on. Let's be honest. You celebrate yourself every Friday, so
that's what this podcast is. It's like self-therapy. That's right.
Shane is proposing a suicide pact.
Yeah.
Shane's all, just throw the party. If we die, we die. Yeah, it's true. Like,
the problem is the other 140,000 people who weren't the ones who thought that.
That's right.
Hey, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
It is.
You can just say courtesy of Mike's birthday.
I know. It's a weird year. Just chalk it up with movies and sports teams. It just didn't happen this year. So I'm like,
They played baseball and basketball the last couple of days.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
The empty stadium served.
It's not the same, man. It's not even. It's just not the same.
It is weird to watch.
Yeah. Shane, dying from party-related issues. That's true. There was always a risk at my birthday parties when we were younger, but it wasn't from, some virus.
Yeah, I would think it was just physical deformation or.
That's true. I mean, how far could you really launch yourself off that? With enough booze and trampoline and a pool. I think one year Shane jumped off our roof into the pool, which could have gone bad. But he had just enough alcohol in him to make it.
Exactly. You get superpowers when you get that drunk.
That's true. That is true. Oh, man, it sounds like fun already. I'm just like, oh. Well, did you guys, I know, you guys saw our promo video?
Yeah, I was watching it in the car on my phone, so it wasn't as good as it could be.
So, our buddies over at the Absolute Geek Podcast asked us to put together a little 15 to 20 second intro, for promo to put together. So we put this together with we'll do like a testimonial one. So I spent a week gathering up testimonials. I realized we got some crazy fans. Looking over some of these comments, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. So we put it together, and then of course it's the mislabeled. Like when James handed it to me, he's like, "Yeah, here's a 15-second promo." So that's how I labeled it. And it's actually like 23 seconds, but that's okay. For those of you who haven't checked it out, I kind of posted up everywhere on social media, everywhere. I got it right here for us to take a look at, and this is our new. Oh, cat's crying in here. This is the promo. It's one of those you got to go back and check it out.
The memories, yeah. I remember those comments. I remember reading them.
Right.
You got to watch it at half speed to get to read them all. Though.
Yeah, you got to go back watch it several times to read all the comments. But some people are asking because I got a lot of it was pretty popular posts because I put it on everywhere, YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and everything. So I got a lot of comments about those comments. I'm like, yeah, they're all real. They're all real comments. And there was some we left out. And oddly enough, I have a whole list here. So I thought I'd go over some of the testimonials that didn't make the cut. And sadly, trying to think, I love the Circle K reference. Yeah, that was. What do you guys do for a living? We do a podcast. Check it out. Sadly, it was all the ones that were very positive that didn't make the cut for some reason. like Angel Case 157 said, "You're one of my favorite podcasts. Good show. Everyone needs to subscribe." For Unknown Reaper, but yeah, none of those made the cut. It was all the goofy ones, which is fine.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite is Doug's mom's 8th favorite podcast.
I gotta say, the one that I could think we were all muted, so we didn't hear us cracking up. If we were, I was.
Yeah.
I think the one that started a rolling for me was the fat one's funny.
Yeah, the fat one's funny.
Oh my god!
I was like, I'll take it. I'll take that praise. DMM Tech said you're a great group of guys. I mean, I guess that's leaving cursing out. I was like, man,
that could have been from before. When we were just doing the stuff in the garage.
Pod Helper LLC said we can help you market your podcast. Just give us a DM. That didn't make the cut. Charlie Tangos, great to meet one of my favorite YouTubers at Adepticon. Yeah, I didn't make the cut either. Charlie. I didn't have a say in it. I gave all these to James, and he handpicked them. I also love why is the camera in my face?
Yeah.
So that was a good one. Not bad for old guys by Wolf Saints. But yes, I think the winner though is the show's better than the iPhone, the wheel, and the 3 wolf shirt combined. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll take it. But yeah, those are just some of the ones that didn't make the cut. But yeah, it was just a little thing Matt asked me to do for Absolute Geek Podcast. So we're like, I'll just throw this together and take a look. And now it's out there. People seem to like it, so I'm just going to use it. Yeah. See, Shane says you're one of the guys, Kirsten.
Aw, thanks, Shane.
Yeah, that's true, Charlie Tango. We just took it off of comments. Go through all the comments. People are leaving, and there's some crazy ones. All right. So, I just want to jump into the news. We got a bunch of nerd news this week.
Yeah, I forgot to format everything so that I could see the news and us at the same time.
Oh. Yeah, that's important. If I can't see me, it's not worth doing. So.
Sounds about right.
All right, so we're going to start off with Star Wars news.
Yeah.
There was quite a bit of Star Wars news. I mean, kind of. A few minor things and a major rumor that's been spreading around.
Yeah.
So we'll jump into it real quick. So first off, Disney pushed Star Wars back. Pushed Avatar back. It took Mulan off the schedule. So I think now it's going to be 2023 before we get a Star Wars movie.
Sure.
I mean, I don't even know which one this is going to be. I don't even know what Star Wars.
The problem is nothing's in production, so that's why it probably is pushed back because they have no idea which way they're going. So even if we get a vaccine in December, January, March, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They've not had any meetings about anything, so they've got no idea what's up next. And then,
Right.
You have to go through all that pre-production, actual production. So, so we will probably see then Avatar in 22 and then Star Wars in 23 instead of Star Wars in 20 and Avatar in 21, which is what it was supposed to be.
Yeah. So I think Taika Waititi said he's already started writing his Star Wars movie. So apparently he's working on his. I don't know whether his is up next or what they're planning. Well, depending on if this rumor is true that we're going to talk about here. Yeah. That could shake a lot of things up. All right. So another bit is Disney has big plans for Darth Maul. The character is expected to feature in multiple shows over the next few years, including his own on Disney Plus. And the show on his own is going to also feature Kira from Solo. It's supposed to feature her heavily in it. Everyone remembers the Solo movie. At the end of it, it was a cameo, Darth Maul cameo, and it kind of set up as Kira working for him. So, yeah, I don't know.
Talk about the play.
Sorry.
So is this going to be, Ray Park is reprising his role, or?
Oh, no, I think he's too old at this point. And I'm pretty sure he has said that he's not. Like, it wasn't him in Solo. It wasn't Ray Park. It was somebody else.
Really? I thought it was Ray Park. Was it Ray Park?
I'm pretty sure it was somebody else. yeah, I think Bray Park is kind of beyond doing that kind of stuff at this point.
What would you like to see, like Sam Whitmer, the guy does the voice for him in Clone Wars?
I don't know.
I mean, he's not a voice actor; he's a regular actor. So I don't know. I think it
Oh, I guess it was Bray Park
was it Ray Park.
Yeah,
There you go.
I could have swore I heard it wasn't him, but
I thought it was. Yeah.
Wait. Wait a minute.
So yeah, they would have to. I mean, if they're gonna do live action,
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Matt from the Absolute Geek Podcast says, "Man, I thought it was a party. I better put my pants back on." I'm like, "Yeah." Sadly, I mean, you can keep your pants off if you want. I mean, I don't have mine on, so. But I don't ever have my pants on for a podcast.
All right, I just did some research, and now you and I have to feel bad. Ray Park is younger than us.
Ray Park, he's an old man. He's too old to play.
I mean, he
Darth
might
Maul.
be he's
How old is he?
45. August 23rd, 1974.
Yeah, I turned 46 on Sunday, so
Yeah.
yeah, Ray Park's younger than us. That old man, he's too old.
He's too old to play Darth Maul now.
Too old. I mean, God.
All right,
He's not going to come out of the retirement home to play Darth Maul again. Come on. Of course, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I couldn't play Darth Maul, and I'm too old to be flipping around like that. Yeah.
I don't want to know how you knew that or how that was discovered.
Was it Corbin's like the guy in a Zoom meeting who showed up was nude from the waist down? I'm like, yeah, did he stand up or something? Or got to close the door. Nice.
Oh my God.
Nice. Yeah, I worked all week in my underwear. I even had to do like training videos where I was like had to film myself. Had to throw a shirt on for those, but other than that, get dressed.
Or he was just he said, saw the whole thing. Apparently he never figured out that we saw, or he was just so confident in the fact that he just messed up that he just pretended like nothing happened.
Yeah, he got up and was like, well, yeah, that's my ass. Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I had a little something for y'all. All right, so now we depress ourselves with, the fact that Darth Maul's, we're older than Darth Maul. Oh my goodness. Okay, moving on. Kenobi. How about we talk about that? Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It was delayed. Had to go back to the drawing board, but is now expected to start production in March. And Deborah Chow, who has stepped down from the showrunner role, is still going to be directing all the season 1 episodes, which I'm fine with. I think she's an awesome director from The Mandalorian, so
Yeah.
I love her episodes. Yeah,
Wait, did she have 3 or just 2?
I think she had 2.
Yeah, I think it was just the 2. Okay, yeah. Both good.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
2 of the best, actually.
Now, and one of the rumors is that and here's the thing. Lately, they've been putting Hayden Christensen back in the spotlight kind of thing, spotlighting him with various things. And rumor is he's going to be reprising his role in some project. And then the big rumor is it's going to be for Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's going to feature a lot of Clone Wars flashbacks. So we could get Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor.
Interesting.
In
That'd be
their,
good.
their Clone War era version.
That would be a good way to not, to differentiate the Kenobi show from the book.
Yeah.
Because the book was so good that you kind of want to you don't want to just do the book, but at the same time, you're like, man, I don't want to just do a total different redo of basically what was the book.
I'm going to address 2 things in the chat real quick. First off, Charlie Tango's super mean comment there. Not like he's doing anything else. True, but a little harsh. That poor guy. I mean, he's not as bad off as the kid.
Who got arrested?
Got arrested. He's just a rock band now. I'm in a rock band no one's heard of. But Corbin's comment about the full frontal. So the guy who was wearing no pants during the Zoom meeting who got up, they got a full frontal shot. Now, I'm not an HR specialist.
I was to say, I wonder how his call with HR went.
Like, wow. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Man, now that's I think about it like that. Like, I got goals now for my job. I got all right.
Move on to the rumor.
Let's move on to the rumor. All right. So, this was a rumor from our ever reliable friend Doomcock from the Overlord YouTube channel, who's been very accurate on quite a few things. He's got, some kind of inside connection, but this also showed up on several other, cited several other places too. And other places not including We Got This Covered, because we don't listen to them anymore. But 3 days ago, the rumor broke that Kathleen Kennedy would be stepping down from head of Lucasfilm. Now, this is a rumor that's been going on for quite some time now. We know her contract's up in 2022, but they're saying Disney wants to get back on track with Star Wars. So, they're saying Disney and Kathleen Kennedy have come to an arrangement, and Kathleen Kennedy will soon be departing Lucasfilm. And indeed, in practical terms, she's already effectively out. The rumor says she'll be leaving to join J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot to develop content there. So, it makes sense that if she's leaving, she has someplace she's going to land afterwards. Not that she could probably retire with golden parachute. I'm sure she'll be fine. But the big part of the rumor is it states that Disney's in talks with George Lucas himself, the creator of Star Wars, to come and take control. And in fact, Disney investors have been trying to get George Lucas back for a few months now. So I know the Disney investors have been clamoring for George Lucas to return. That part we know is a fact. Whether or not he is, or they're in talks, that's what the rumor says. So up till a few weeks ago, George Lucas would change the subject when asked about returning, avoid topic, or respond in a non-committal way. But about 3 weeks ago, they asked Lucas point blank, what would it take to get you on board with heading up Lucasfilm? And George said, if I were to return, I'd have 4 conditions that would have to be met. So, condition 1, I get to make my sequel trilogy, which is the one condition is I'm like, don't think it would ever happen. Condition 2, I have full creative power until I decide to hand it off. 3, Kathleen Kennedy is gone. And condition 4, Disney agrees to never mess with the original trilogy, leaving it untouched. So,
while I can see a circumstance where George Lucas would come back, because he is not happy with the way things have gone, and he feels shut out and stuff like that. So, I could see a coming together and finding some common ground and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think condition 1 is ever going to happen. Not because Disney might not want to do that story, but it would essentially retcon the Disney sequel trilogy out of existence, which I think they're willing to let it just lie, but not to overtly take it out of the picture, especially this quickly. And 2, I don't think you don't have Princess Leia.
Yeah.
How much money would you have to throw at Harrison Ford to get him to come back to a Star Wars movie?
Right.
So you would essentially just be doing a Luke.
Get him drunk and have him stagger through the set once or twice in costume.
I mean, you would have a Luke movie, a Luke trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because his trilogy did deal with the original characters. So I don't think that can even happen. I don't think it's practically it can't happen. And I don't buy the Kathleen Kennedy is gone. He picked her.
Right.
There's no evidence out there that he is in any way upset with her.
Well, he's come out and said he's had comments publicly where he's disagreed with her decisions. Right. So he does not like the way how Disney has handled Star Wars, and she's the one that's in charge of that. The reason behind it. And the comment section is like, That's it. Good, you can go screw up DC. Like, they need any help there.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's there to screw up? Is there anything to save?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, and thank you for the birthday wish, Corbin. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, those are the requirements. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, it's the first time he's actually said, yes, I'd come back if these things were met. Now, the current...
Okay, this is still, it's a rumor that he said that.
Yeah. So we don't
have it on tape, or we don't have a journal.
All this is a big grain of salt speculation.
Right.
So yeah. The current proposal is that George Lucas would be head of Lucasfilm. Jon Favreau would be put in charge of developing original content for Disney Plus, and a third unnamed individual would be put in charge of movie production at Lucasfilm. So the big thing is he wouldn't be a creative; he'd be overseeing the creative team, right? So for those of you who are afraid, like George Lucas is come in and start writing, movies with his dialogue, a la, the prequels, he would be basically just guiding the ship, right? Kind of like a Kevin Feige in that role.
Yeah.
So he when someone comes with some crazy ideas, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting.
He could stop it. So I don't know. Now Disney's in very, very serious financial difficulties, and it does not want to wait. The rumor says doesn't want to wait till 2022 to start writing the ship. They need a hero now, and that hero is George Lucas. But here's the thing. How much truth in this, I have no idea. We've always speculated about. We know Kathleen Kennedy's out in 2022, right? No matter what. Right. There's rumors saying they're jumping the gun 2 years early because they want to come out of this thing strong. But even if Disney and Lucas do not come to a deal, they're saying they still want him on in an advisory role. They want him to write the ship. Because he's like 76 now? So I'm not sure he'd want the responsibility of running Lucasfilm again.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's that upset about his product, about his, his property, former intellectual property, that he's fired up to come in and fix it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I mean, how much stock do you put in this rumor?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I buy that they're talking to him.
Sure.
I buy that they want to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy because we know that's a fact. They want to get rid of her. But whether or not...
Yeah, and I mean, he is upset, so I can see him being interested in coming back to kind of, like you said, right the ship.
Yeah.
But these specific rumors and
we tell you when it's
and those conditions, I don't know. I don't buy it.
Yeah, those conditions are not going to be met. So don't worry about that. They're not going to be met. That part is totally, even if you did say that, that's not going to happen. I don't know. And of all this, I believe the Kathleen Kennedy part, right? If any of this is true, that's the most likely part to be true, that she's stepping down and joining, J.J. Abrams. But, so, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I would like to see, of course, if he's in charge, it will be basically Favreau and Filoni running things, and him just overseeing it.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I can see that as a strategic move from Disney to quell fan unhappiness.
Definitely.
Look, we got George back to advise.
Mm-hmm.
We're acknowledging that some things have not gone the way they should have. We're going to get George in here, get his input, and then we'll move forward from there. Right. And then that gives Disney a win, public relations a win, where they're like, look, fans, we care. We want to do the right thing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I just don't think that it's necessary. I don't think that it'll have the effect that they want it to, and I don't think it'll be worth the money. So I don't know if they'll recognize that before they make that decision, or if they'll be like, yeah, why not? What can we lose?
Right.
Yeah, there's the other problem. Depending on how much money we're talking, they're shuttering rides permanently because they're trying to save money.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like George Lucas needs the money.
No.
I mean,
but I mean, It would be a good way to say, F you, Disney. Give me more of your money, right?
Give me more. Yeah, exactly. I'll come fix my property I sold you.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see. Like I said, that's grain of salt, but it's been everywhere this week. 3 days ago, it hit, and then all of a sudden now the rumors everywhere. So, and from multiple sources. So, we will see. They could be all just like, quoting Doomcock over there. Which, by the way, can we all take a moment and recognize how great a name Doomcock is?
It's certainly something. It sounds made up. Like someone decided that's going to be my name now.
And that's just, he's Overlord YouTube channel, but he's got the scoop. He gets the scoops on all this stuff, right? So he's like, I'm going to name myself, since I got the inside scoop, name myself Doomcock. So everybody who's, uses my scoops has to say
my name.
Has to say my name. Yeah. It's a very powerful name, Doomcock. I'm jealous. I'm going to be honest with you. All right. So Comic-Con is happening right now. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know right now, but it's happening. And it started Wednesday. Have you guys checked out? I mean, I've been working, so I haven't been able to. Have you been checking out anything from any of the panels?
Just
no.
Just the trailer.
Yeah, I heard that what is it? Rick and Morty season 5 got leaked a little bit in one of the Adult Swim panels. And then I read something about Sonic the Hedgehog 2 coming out in April. April 8th is the expected date for that.
Yeah. How's Armando holding up? I know he usually goes. Is he like crying his pillow this week knowing that
Yeah. We've all had a morning session with his family because it's usually a family thing. So they've all talked about how they're missing out. And his mom's got a list of panels she's going to watch virtually.
Nice. They got a support structure there to
exactly.
help him through. Okay. That's good. I was worried about him. Yeah, New Mutants, absolutely.
Man,
that is the big. I watched the whole panel for the New Mutants, and it's just like it's crazy. Well, the big news: New Mutants is actually going to hit theaters. It's coming out August 8th. But everyone says because the rumor was it was going straight to Disney Plus, but people say it's expected to hit video on demand very soon after launch. Like, a lot of these ones are hitting video on demand like the same day or the next week after they hit theaters. Because once we get to the box office this week, we can see what a crazy box office looking. Yeah. But yeah, it was a cool panel. Added full cast and director. Looking back on this film, they filmed like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
The movie hasn't come out yet. But the biggest thing was during that panel, we got the new trailer and basically the opening of the movie, like the first little opening scene. What'd you think, Doug?
Wait, we got an opening scene? Did I see it?
The whole scene with the. Did you not see the trailer in there?
I saw a minute and 20 second long trailer, and I did not come across it being an opening.
The first few minutes.
Yeah, they got the first few. Basically, the opening scene you get in the panel, and then the new trailer.
No, afterwards. I did not see. All I saw was the teaser trailer. I did not see the opening scene stuff. So I was like, that was an awful lot of action for the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, you just got the action part. So yeah, you just got the no, it's a. But you're the big New Mutants fan.
Yeah, I liked the comics through the just before they introduced Cable. I didn't watch it. I didn't read it from the beginning. Basically, from the time Magneto was in charge onward.
Yeah.
Until they became X-Force. So for a little while.
The opening scene is basically Moonstar running from the demon bear, basically, or seeing her father get attacked by it, or her village or whatever get attacked by it.
Okay, we saw that before.
Running through the woods. Parts of it. This is the whole opening scene of it. So, but yeah, I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm not going to be there in the theaters to watch it. Like Charlie Tango says, theaters. What are those? That's I'm going to see those. But yeah, I got the first 5 minutes of the movie, plus a new trailer. Man.
August 8th. In what world do we think that in 2 weeks, 3, whatever, movie theaters are going to be open and not all shuttered. With
Well,
coming
yeah.
back around
Well,
to
you know, August is the threshold. Didn't you know that it just disappears on August?
It just keeps getting pushed back. It was June, now it's August. Well, here's the thing: their theaters open everywhere because I'm sure, like, you know, in some smaller rural states, you know, it's fine. Go to the movie theater.
just release it in New Zealand. They're fine.
They're fine, but they're doing. I mean, they're saying the new normal now for movies is they're going to do like a rolling release. They're going to release it instead of like in a full all across America. It'll be like a few places here and there that's, you know, have theaters open.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's no theaters open in here, in California and Texas, but, you know, although they still have theaters open in Florida, which it's Florida, so I'm not really surprised by that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. Also, Bill and Ted Face the Music. It was announced it's going to hit theaters and VOD at the same time, September 1st. So I'll be able to watch that September 1st. After that, we got a new trailer for that. Super excited. Star Trek Universe panel was good. Pretty much talked about the new animated Star Trek show Prodigy for Nickelodeon, with a synopsis of we'll follow a group of rebellious teens who commandeer an old Starfleet ship and head off into the universe to boldly go where no one has gone before. And we'll assume they'll encounter some familiar faces along the way, is a synopsis.
I know it's titled Prodigy.
Yeah.
But how do a group of teens know how to run a starship?
It's a Nickelodeon cartoon for kids, so I mean,
maybe one of them's in military training to be a pilot and they run and escape from it. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and where are they going to go that no one else has gone before? Like, Kirk's already gone everywhere. If there's an alien in the universe, he's either beat it up or slept with it. So, what are these kids going to do? I don't know.
I'm going to watch it. I think it'll be cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's CGI animation from Nickelodeon. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
And then there was a Star Trek Picard panel, which is kind of like wasn't much. Talked about the DVD release and touched on the shared universe aspect of the ABC All Access Star Trek shows. So we'll see. Oddly enough, there was an event that was canceled today. I was actually kind of looking forward to it, but there was originally scheduled a Zoom with Josh Whedon. Was going to check out, but it was pulled from the schedule just hours before it was supposed to happen. And unlike other shows other panels got canceled, this one just disappeared. There was it was canceled or whatever, no reason. You're just like, it's no longer there. Just the link goes to an error page, and the video on YouTube has been privated. So no Zoom with Josh Whedon. Charlie Tango, Wesley Crusher. You actually think the cartoon's gonna be about Wesley Crusher? I don't know. Isn't he?
No, I think he's just as an example of
a kid
who could. Well, yeah.
True. Oh my god! But there are some panels still coming up this weekend, so if you missed those panels, it's fine. There are several good ones coming up here. HBO's Lovecraft Country panels on Saturday at 4 p.m. Out of all the new series coming out, I'm really excited about this one.
Same.
So I want to check that out. There's a conversation with Nathan Fillion on Sunday at 2 p.m., which should be fun. The actual Bill and Ted Face the Music panel will be Saturday at 3 p.m. And then Del Toro and Scott Cooper are doing their thing on their Antlers movie, and based on filmmaking in general, Saturday at 1 p.m. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff still coming up for the Comic-Con at home. So
nice.
Yes. Solo Wookiee, thank you. In my next life, I want to be Captain Kirk, either fight or sleep with all the aliens. Absolutely. That's the captain I grew up with. That was my example. I'm like watching Picard, early Next Generation episodes. I'm like, he's not sleeping with any of these aliens. And he's even got hotter aliens. I don't know what's going on. He's doing it wrong, obviously. Took the wrong classes in Starfleet Academy. Oh, my goodness. Well, Doug, you know what time it is?
Time to cringe.
Time for the Nerd Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Woo! All right. These are our smaller stories, guys. Our small geek bites, our nerd nuggets, if you will, complete with dipping sauce. We have the North American box office this week. Now, I want to remind everybody while we're going through this list, the year is 2020. For future historians looking back at the box office for 2020, July of 2020, the number one movie, 2017's Beauty and the Beast, made $467,000. Iron Man, a movie from 2008. It was number two movie this week. Bohemian Rhapsody, number three. Number four was Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
From the 90s. And then Goonies also was the fifth movie. Goonies from the 80s. I mean, great movie.
It was 90s.
That was 80s. Yeah. Look at Sean Astin as a little kid. He's our age. I know. That's more realistic. I look at Sean Astin and go like, all right, he's my age because I grew up watching that guy, and I can rock a Sean Astin body. It was a Ray Park. Oh my goodness! But the other top 10 include stuff like Gremlins, Ghostbusters, and Jaws, a movie from the 70s. Even.
You know what's funny, Mike, is you only left 2 out. Why didn't you just do a top 10?
That's true. There's 2 others in that top 10. I will say Jaws was number 10, though. That was the last one. Barely made the cut.
All right.
1970s movie barely made the cut for top 10 movies 2020.
Here's the thing is
like a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was like number 3 or something.
Yeah, it was way up there. What this tells me is there is a market for re-releasing old movies.
Yeah.
Even in a typical era where movies are coming out regularly anyways, there are a lot of old movies people would like to just see again in the theaters. Yeah. And would probably often beat out new movies.
That's true.
Personally, I feel like I have begun to lose faith in movie makers. Like, I feel more compelled to rewatch old stuff that maybe I haven't seen that are everyone says is good than try my bets on a movie that I don't know if it's going to be any good.
We should dust off the does it hold up person. People want to watch these old movies. And Matt says, I've
not seen that one yet.
Nice. Here you go.
One?
I've not seen Bill and Ted's Epic Adventure or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
excellent.
Yeah, definitely. That one I know holds up. So Matt says Jaws because it's doing his 45th anniversary. But yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
And it's a really good movie. So all right. Doug, what's our next nerd nugget?
Oh, in disappointing news, DC Universe is officially done as they are no longer offering yearly subscriptions. Mike's really good at grammar.
That's right.
Sends users to the HBO Max subscription page. Does that mean the comic portion is gone as well?
No, it's still up. It's just that you can't subscribe for a year. It's only monthly now. And remember, they're doing it for the end of the year, so I'm pretty sure starting January, the thing's going away.
You think they're going to take down all those comics too?
I would hate to think that. I mean, I'm hoping they'd roll it into like HBO Max somehow.
Yeah.
Because that's one of my favorite aspects of it is the access to all the comics.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good concept, and I mean, holding up a database shouldn't be that difficult considered. All you've got to do is maintenance, right? Maybe pull in a few new ones if you want, but
they've already put the work in and putting that comic database together, right?
Yeah, but
including an awesome like search feature.
Yeah, that's what I really like too.
The storage costs a ton for something like that.
Yeah.
The server fees for something that massive, we're talking 90 years worth of comics, 80 years worth of comics. I don't know how far back the catalog goes.
Yeah.
But if you've got 80 years worth of comics, that's a ton of digital storage going on there.
So Loki says you would think it'd be easy, but remember it is AT&T. That is true.
Very true.
Do you watch Sean Oliver?
Yeah,
I used to.
Update.
Big Daddy.
He always goes off on AT&T now that they own it. Daddy can't control me.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a concept of whether it'd be hard or not. I think it's more of whether it's worth the money.
Right.
I don't
And
think
AT&T, it's all about, yeah. And we know AT&T, they were ready to scrap the DC Comics if it wasn't making money, you know?
Yeah.
They're all about the bottom line because they're not all about the nostalgia of, I mean, as for us, the idea of getting rid of DC Comics is just crazy, right? But to them, it'd be like, oh, it's the bottom line, so it matters. So we'll see. I will be very upset if they get rid of the DC Universe comics.
Yeah, that would be sad.
So, otherwise, or I'm going to start reading like crazy from now to the end of the year.
All right.
Kirsten.
Miss Marvel filming delayed until November. The plan is that she will debut in another Marvel project before her own series.
Yeah, you were supposed to start working on that this month was the production, but November still seems a lot awful soon for, they haven't actually announced the cast. I mean, maybe they cast somebody, I don't know. There's been no announcements yet. But I know they really want to put her in something else to get her out there. They want to cast soon, get her in something that's coming out soon, and then start working on her own series.
She's supposed to be just on the TV side, right?
Yeah.
Disney Plus show side.
Right. Although Disney Plus series are going to be more interconnected with the movies.
Yeah.
Right. So those people, unlike Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that, they can show up in the MCU movies.
Interesting.
Although I can't think of a movie coming out soon that she would be in.
No, I can't.
She's probably going to be in.
Really fit with any of the other characters.
Well, they got to reintroduce the Inhumans.
Yeah. If they're going to make her an Inhuman.
No. Or unless they just make her a mutant, but they haven't introduced them yet either.
Yeah, true.
Although Falcon the Winter Soldier looks like they're going to be toying with
with Madripoor.
Yeah, with X-Men and that. So I don't know. I'm excited. She's actually one of the newer characters from Marvel I actually like. So.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Falcon the Winter Soldier. That's what Charlie Tango says. Thinks he's going to be in that. Maybe. They still have a little bit to film on that. Adding some stuff in. They cast her soon. They could throw her in the scene, especially if they're toying with bringing X-Men and stuff like that in. But all right, we'll see. All right. So now we have a show and tell. The 2020 Sideshow Con toys. This stuff coming out, and it's kind of like going hand in hand with the Comic-Con at home. So they're introducing some new toys. And as we were talking earlier about the Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, might be like, Clone Wars era. We got an idea what that was going to look like. Because the new Hot Toys featuring those characters will feature Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor's faces, which in the Clone Wars costumes and stuff like that. So I'm going to... Should have had this ready. Look at this. Oh. Look at this. Super prepared.
Ready to go.
All right. So.
Oh, that's
Anakin.
nice.
Yeah. Well, these are Hot Toys. These are like $250 figures. So for toys, which, man, I still want them.
If you collect any sort of like anime figurine, you're spending about as much for quite less in quality.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so he's dressed in his Clone Wars outfit from the cartoon, but it's Hayden Christensen's face. Then here is Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's
If I had $500 to throw at toys, those would be my first choice.
I know. I'm like, I want these too, and just I'd be putting them on the back shelf, but yes, they're cool as hell. Yeah. So let's see here.
See, I prefer toys you can play with.
Oh, I would be playing these. Yeah. See, I was gonna say we're scoffing at this, but we probably spent more than that on miniatures that we not nearly this articulate. All right.
Solo Wookiee after $60 is no longer a toy. Indeed, it's an art piece that you get to move.
That is true. That is true. But also, they're offering another thing that came out of there is, and our buddy Dan shared this with us on earlier.
Right.
Hasbro's offered a new Dungeons and Dragons My Little Pony set that comes with a special D20 and DM screen and retails for only $59.99. So it's got the My Little Pony characters dressed in standard D&D character. At first, I saw this and I was like, "What?" Out of the two possible things to mix together, who would want this? And then I thought of Noelle.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we know somebody.
Or, maybe Beavis.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know if you're on. I didn't see Beavis on tonight, but Ben, if you're on, no chicken for Christmas.
I feel like if anything, it would be more fun to customize your own My Little Pony to be the way that you want it to be. Like, I don't know if I would go out and buy one. I would want to make one the way I want it to be.
Right. I mean, true. I would not want.
Yeah.
I'm not a brony, so I don't. I'm not really into the My Little Pony, even if it is D&D. Like, I love D&D, but I don't love D&D enough that I'll be like, oh, I want everything D&D, including My Little Pony. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it just seems like a weird.
Like 30 years from now, people are going to be like, you remember that super niche thing that no one wanted? Yeah, I got those My Little Ponies.
And here we are, and this is definition of a nerd. You know, we'll scoff at people spending $60 on stupid My Little Pony things. Doug, hold on that little piece of plastic you had earlier. How much did that cost?
$50.
$50, and it's, that's a little bit bigger. It's about that big.
Yeah, it's about about 4 inches tall, something like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I spent more money on dumber stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, bronies will be all over that. Man, brony. I love the fact that there are bronies. You know what I mean? I just think that's just amazing. Grown men obsessed with My Little Pony. Did you ever watch the Bob's Burgers, the version of their bronies they call the equestrian or equesticles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The questicles. I'm like, yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
That's Charlie Tango. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we spend more money on dumber stuff. Okay. But yeah, I want to view that. Doug, you want to hit us with our last little story?
Last story. WandaVision will be released on time and will feature aspects from John Byrne's West Coast Avengers story, Vision Quest. That's where Wanda has to track down all the component parts of Vision and reassemble him, leading to Gray Vision, the no emotions Vision.
Yeah, because his memory got wiped in the con. You read this?
No, I hated West Coast Avengers.
See, I got into West Coast Avengers, and I don't know why. Because I think I bought it.
Worst team ever. So
it was bad. Like I made some bad choices in the 90s. Like I got mad at something in the Avengers. I actually collected Avengers and the Hulk and Punisher, right? Actually, I went from Warzone back to regular Punisher for my subscription, and then I went from Avengers to West Coast Avengers. So I made some poor decisions. But I was there during this run. I actually collected Avengers, West Coast Avengers during this run. So I actually like that gray or white Vision or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he got parted out, and then his memory got wiped, and she had to go find him. So maybe that's how they put him back together in real life in the WandaVision. We'll see. Since Thanos kept him basically intact, he got obliterated originally, and then of course reversed time, put him back together, and just ripped out his forehead. So,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about having a gray? Maybe they put him back together, and he's emotionless, like in the comics, and then she, creates her own little crazy world in her mind where he's back.
I mean, it seems to follow the plot line. Like, she's sad and trying to, remember good times or imagine good times given the limitations of what she's given. So
yeah,
it makes sense. It'll be a sad story all around to her figuring her way.
Right. I mean, I don't know. I'm super excited about this series. The more I hear about it, the crazier it sounds, and the more I want to see it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to see Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it's WandaVision. I just want to see what they're doing. I'm like, it's crazy. I'm excited the fact she's going to have reality altering powers for the first time in the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, all right, guys, there you have it. We got your nerd news, a little bit of my birthday celebration here. Although, like I said, I didn't get the party hats like I wanted to. But
So
work.
In you.
I know. For my birthday, I got work.
You got a job for your birthday. Yay!
Yay. Back to work. But no, it's fun. It's exciting. I'm actually really excited to actually have a reason to, shower and get dressed every day.
Right.
Even if it's to sit in front of my computer. So the only thing that's changed is now I'm showering and get dressed every day to sit in front of my computer. Although I still, like I said, don't wear the pants. Because they can't make me. And I can remember to shut my camera off. I have to get up. So, like I said, the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking Corbin's guy was, he wanted, that was on purpose.
That was on purpose, yeah.
And who doesn't? I mean, but there's places to go for that, right? If you want to just, show your junk off, you just jump on Omegle or something.
I feel like there's just got to be a moment where you stand up and you're like, oh crap, that's right, I don't have pants, and then you just continue and power through to pretend like there's not anything happening, and no one's going to call you out for it. So
right. I just can't, I understand no pants, but the no nothing, that kind of gets me because I got a vinyl chair and it's summertime, so if I try to get up, if I wear nothing though, I'm just gonna get like rubber band back into my seat as I try to get up. So I'm stuck to it. So yeah. I mean, there are. So now you know to avoid that guy. You see something like that, and it makes you glad you're working from home. You're like, oh, I don't have to see that guy in the office. Kind of guy who sits at his computer naked for company meetings. All right, guys. You have anything else to add? Anything going on? Anything exciting with you guys?
9th edition launches tomorrow. 40K.
If you're into toys, 9th edition launches. Toy Soldiers.
This is the sci-fi version.
That's right. There's fantasy toy soldiers and sci-fi toy. Your dog dancing in the background.
She's trying to shake. She's got her thunder vest on because she's afraid of thunder. It's been thundering outside.
Oh, nice.
But it's so tight around her that whenever she tries to shake, she can't quite get it. So she's just gonna.
She's got dances there. Bops around a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate everybody coming out to help me celebrate my birthday. Even though I'm not having a party, I really appreciate all the support. The birthday wishes, I'm going to go tear into Kirsten's goodie bag sent over. So with all my cookies and cupcakes and stuff. So thank you very much. Guys, we'll be back on again next week. Same time.
Same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel. I think that's copyright. I can't say that.
Probably is.
Right.
Although it's been a while, so copyright may have run out on it.
That's true. And Kevin Smith doesn't do it because he's like same fat time, same fat channel. He had the Fat Man on Batman, but now it's like Fat Man Beyond. I don't know. Thank you, Matt. Good show. We're excited. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to support us, well, first off, like and share with your friends. We actually been getting quite a bit of people checking our back catalog of videos. If you listen to us on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you get your podcast, and you want to check out our lovely faces, you can do so at youtube.com/the Grizzled Geek. It's our Grizzled Geek, guys.
Wow.
Sure, check it out. And then if you want to support the channel and the things we do, Doug, what are the links below?
We should have 3 of those. One to our Patreon page, where you can support us on an ongoing basis. One to our Teespring store, where you can get the shirts you see in the background behind us. Or 3, you can check out our Amazon affiliate link, do your shopping from home, like we're all doing a ton of right now. Yeah. Through that link, we get a kickback. Doesn't cost you anything extra. So it's a super easy way to support us.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to those patrons that have stuck with us even through these hard times. I know it's people out of work. We're not expecting anything right now. We're not even our bread and butter Ruby's not on right now. So we really appreciate those of you that are stuck with us through all this. We really appreciate it. And you're the reason, we got to bed in the morning. So that, and, I love seeing my own face and hear my own voice. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.